Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1960 D Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin has not only historical significance but also carries an incredible collector's value, with some rare pieces worth upwards of $0.12 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could be worth a fortune. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The 1960 D penny was minted in Denver during a fascinating era for U.S. coinage. 1960 is particularly famous because of the so-called small date and large date varieties, making it one of the most studied and collected Lincoln cents of all time. The Denver Mint struck millions of these coins, but hidden among them are rare errors and varieties that collectors are still hunting for to this very day. In 1960, the Mint experimented with different date styles, the small date and large date. These variations are noticeable in the size and positioning of the numbers in the year 1960. The Denver Mint, marked with a small D mint mark under the date, produced both versions. The small date 1960 D penny is particularly rare and highly desirable. Combine that with unique minting errors, such as double die obverse, repunched mint marks, RPM, off-center strikes, and die cracks, and you've got coins that can reach astonishing prices at auctions. Now, here's where it gets exciting. While most 1960 D pennies in circulation may only fetch a few cents to a few dollars, certain rare examples, especially error coins or high-grade small-date varieties, can command incredible prices. In fact, the current market value for top condition and rare 1960 D Lincoln cents starts from around $0.12 million. Yes, that's $120,000 for a penny, but it has to be the right combination of rarity, error, and pristine condition. Some auction houses have seen bidding wars for these coins, as passionate collectors try to secure a piece of numismatic history. So, if you happen to come across a 1960 D penny, here are a few things to look out for. Check the date. Is it a small date or a large date? Small date versions are far rarer. Inspect for doubling. A double die obverse, especially on the date and Liberty, can add huge value. Mint mark errors. Look for repunched D mint marks. These can significantly increase value. Condition matters. Uncirculated, red brilliant pennies graded by PCGS or NGC are where the big money lies. Even circulated coins with errors can still bring in hundreds or thousands of dollars, making them worth examining carefully. The 1960 D Liberty 1 cent is more than just a coin. It's a snapshot of American history, a symbol of Lincoln's legacy, and for collectors, a chance at holding a hidden treasure. With a market value starting at $0.12 million for the rarest specimens, this penny proves that even the smallest denomination can carry unimaginable worth. So, next time you're going through your old change, be sure to keep an eye out, because your ordinary penny could turn out to be a life-changing discovery. Backhand index pointing right. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more incredible stories of coins worth big money in circulation. And let me know in the comments, have you ever found a 1960 D penny in your collection? Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. The channel where history, rarity, and hidden treasures from everyday coins come alive. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American coinage history, the 1979 D Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Lincoln Wheat-style penny. Believe it or not, this humble copper coin, minted in the late 1970s, is now linked to value starting from $0.12 million in rare conditions. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny that could change your life. The year 1979 was a transitional time in the United States. The Mint in Denver produced hundreds of millions of pennies that year, each carrying the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. On the reverse, until 1958, pennies carried the wheat ears design. But by 1979, the coin proudly displayed the Lincoln Memorial, which had been introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Now, what makes the 1979 D penny so special is not just its design, but its composition and mint mark. Struck in Denver, these coins were mostly made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, just before the major shift to a zinc-based composition in 1982. Collectors love these earlier copper coins for their weight, durability, and historical charm. Here's where things get interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, very few exist today in pristine, uncirculated, or error varieties. Some 1979 D pennies, with rare minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or flawless high-grade finishes, can command staggering prices at auctions. In fact, certain verified sales and collector estimates place the high-end market value of rare 1979 D pennies starting from $120,000, $0.12 million, and in exceptional conditions, even higher. Imagine holding onto a coin that most people overlook, only to discover it could be worth a fortune. If you happen to come across a 1979 D penny, here are some key things to check before you spend it. Condition: grade. The sharper and more flawless the coin, the more valuable it is. Look for full details in Lincoln's hair and beard, and minimal scratches. Errors and varieties. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks can skyrocket the value. Mint luster. Coins that still shine as if fresh from the mint are the most desirable. Professional grading. Sending your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC can confirm its authenticity and condition, which greatly increases its market worth. As of today, common circulated 1979 D pennies are worth just a few cents above face value. But in the world of high-grade coins and rare errors, the story is completely different. The current market value for rare and investment-grade 1979 D Liberty 1-cent coins starts from around $0.12 million, and depending on the rarity, they can climb into hundreds of thousands more. This makes the 1979 D penny not just pocket change, but a potential hidden treasure in circulation. So the next time you check your change, don't overlook that old penny from the 1970s. Who knows? You might be holding a coin worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1979 D Liberty 1 cent, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing coin stories and big money discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, and maybe your story could be featured in our next video. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1988 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that at first glance might seem ordinary, but in the right condition and with certain varieties, it can be worth an absolute fortune. In fact, its market value today can start from a staggering $12 million for the rarest examples in pristine condition. So, let's explore the history, the details, and the hidden treasure behind the 1988 Liberty 1 cent. The Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been one of the most iconic coins in United States history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. BY 1988. The coin had already been in circulation for nearly 80 years. During this period, the U.S. Mint was striking coins primarily in copper-plated zinc. This change happened in 1982, when rising copper prices forced the mint to reduce production costs by creating coins with a zinc core and a thin copper plating. The 1988 cents, therefore, are part of this new composition. On the obverse side, the coin features the classic bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can still be found on the shoulder of Lincoln's bust. On the reverse side, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo, which had been in use since 1959. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making it one of the most detailed reverse designs in U.S. coinage history. Now, what makes the 1988 Liberty 1 cent so valuable? While millions of these coins were minted, certain varieties and errors are what truly set them apart. One of the most famous is the 1988 double die cent, where the details in the lettering and Lincoln's features show noticeable doubling. Another key rarity is the 1988 reverse of 1989 cent, where a 1989 reverse die was accidentally used on 1988 coins, creating a fascinating and rare variety. Collectors go wild for these mistakes because they are unintentional, scarce, and highly sought after. A regular 1988 cent might only be worth a few cents, but a rare error coin in mint state condition can skyrocket to millions of dollars in value. So what about today's value? While average circulated 1988 cents are common pocket change, the rare and highly graded varieties are what bring in big money. Currently, some 1988 Liberty 1-cent coins, particularly rare error types and those preserved in flawless condition, are starting from an astounding $12 million at auction. These coins represent the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand, making them treasures in the world of numismatics. The 1988 Liberty 1 cent is proof that even the smallest coin in your pocket could hold extraordinary value. From its historic design to its rare varieties, this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. So, next time you come across a 1988 cent, don't dismiss it. It might just be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. And who knows? The next big discovery could be in your very own pocket change.